Back, folks. I'm your host, the Hypothetical Patriot. Everything you hear on YouTube is, of course, hypothetical unless it's the word of the Lord. Today, we are looking at Michael Crichton's State of Fear. Dr. Crichton is another truther that just happened to pass away from a fast-acting cancer. The list of that is just enormous with the truthers. He wrote fiction and mixed in a ton of truth in there, and he cites a lot of medical and scientific journals and studies, and that's why his appendix and bibliographies are huge in the back. But I wanted to read you this one section right here. It's a discussion between two environmentalists who own a company that raise money for global warming and the environment, and they're complaining about how they can't raise any money. Pollution scares the shit out of people. You tell them you'll get cancer and the money rolls in. But nobody is scared of a little warming, especially if it won't happen for 100 years. You have ways to play with it, Henley said. Not anymore, Drake said. We've tried them all. Species extinction from global warming. Nobody gives a shit. They've heard that most of the species that will become extinct are insects. You can't raise money on insect extinction, John. Exotic diseases from global warming? Nobody cares. Hasn't happened. We ran that huge campaign last year connecting global warming to the Ebola and hantavirus. Nobody went for it. And then there's another part here that I find hantavirus. That's interesting. That just made the news. There's another part here that I find pretty funny too. On screen it says, so they're talking about how global warming, nobody cares about global warming when it's in the wintertime and it's cold and it's hard to convince people of global warming. So now they're going to change. He wants them to change the messaging from global warming to abrupt climate change. So they're saying that's the virtue of shifting focus to abrupt climate change. It enables you to use everything that happens. There will always be floods and freezing, storms, cyclones, and hurricanes. These events will always get headlines and airtimes. And in every instance, you can claim it's an example of abrupt climate change caused by global warming. So the message gets reinforced. The urgency is increased. I don't know, Drake said doubtfully. That's been tried for the last couple of years. So in here, they're literally laying the game plan out for the current state of events with global warming, how everything that happens is because of global warming. Earthquakes, tsunamis, tornadoes, floods. It says right here they've tried it before, but they're going to recycle it and try it again. They also mentioned the hantavirus, which we all know from the cruise ships that got put out to sea. There was a bunch of people that got the hantavirus. It was supposed to be the new COVID. Nobody bought it, so it didn't work. This is the book called Prey, and Prey is a really good book. This talks about nanotechnology and let me just give you a real quick broad view of it. In the Nevada desert, an experiment has gone horribly wrong. A cloud of nanoparticles, micro-robots, has escaped from the laboratory. This cloud is self-sustaining and self-reproducing. It is intelligent and learns from experience. For all practical purposes, it is alive. It has been programmed as a predator. It is evolving swiftly and becoming more deadly with each passing hour. Every attempt to destroy it has failed, and we are the prey. If I'm not mistaken, I believe nanotechnology was used in the... Anyway, two very good books. Another man who died from fast-acting cancer, telling the truth. Draw your own conclusions. Get these books, people. Peace.